What's up, guys? So Veterans Day, it's kind of hard, at least for me, to trade. I think I'm a bit too short bias on a couple of stocks, but overall, it was a decent day. I'm glad I had discipline and stopped myself out, and for the most part, took some small sizes, and I was patient to watch some of the plays pan out. So, starting with ROKU, I thought that this stock was so it basically ripped up. Sort of chopped around in the morning and then it ripped up. I went short here, thinking that it would go down, at least touch this before popping up. So I did take some out. When it popped up, I added to it, added to it, added to it, added to it, and then I got stopped out. Because then I saw the price action, and then when I looked at the 5-minute, which resembled something like this here, it was basically holding this level. So then when it made a new 5-minute high, I got out. Good thing I did, because then it ripped higher. But then when I saw that it wasn't going to go higher, it didn't break this level. So I started to short it again. So I started to add small sizes, small sizes, small sizes. And I got out some right here, just in case it does what it's doing here. So I got out some here, and then on the way down, I got out 200 pieces down here, and then I was holding one to hopefully for it to hit 125. It didn't do it, so I got out at break even. Now, which is great because then it just ripped higher. So good that I stopped out on that at break even. So overall, I made money on this trade. Lost quite a bit here, but made quite a bit back here. So that was ROKU. And then switch, not really worth mentioning. Took very small sizes. Only 200, I think maximum 400 shares, 200 shares here as a tester. It did drop, added to it, it dropped, I covered. I tried to do that again here, but then it just ripped higher, and then I got stopped out. Small loss here, but I made more than enough here to cover for this. This is very small size. And then the stock wasn't really moving that much. So this is like 20-cent move, this is like a couple of cents here, so it's not that amazing. SQ, I did make some money on SQ for a reversal. So SQ ripped up all day, and then I started to scale in my position. So a short, so I went short here, it popped up, added, it dropped, I added. And the reason why I kept adding here, because sometimes a stock like this one is just so weak that it's not going to give you that bounce. It's not going to pop back up. So I covered a lot here when it held this level. It popped up, and when I was looking at it, it looked like it was holding this moving average. I added back in a short, and then on the way down, I covered everything here. I did try to do the same thing here, thinking that, okay, now it popped up, maybe it'll go down again, because it was holding this level, which is a lower low from this high. So I went short, it didn't do anything, it kind of popped up, so I covered. Then I realized that was a mistake, because the stock continued to grind down. So then I added back my position, unfortunately now at a lower price. It did grind a bit, I let it grind itself out, and then I realized this stock was going to wedge here, so then I just set some limit orders down here for a couple of bucks win. So got a lot here, lost some here, made some here. So these trades kind of were like a wash, more or less. But overall, I made money on SQ. QCOM chopped me up, and then I stopped playing it. I think I was reading it wrong. Thought it was going to be a short, thinking that, okay, couldn't hit this level, did a lower low, bounced back to VWAP, probably can't hold VWAP. I was wrong, it popped up, so I got out, and that was it. WBA was the one that messed me up. I could have made money on this. I think my sizes were too big. Here I started with a small size, 100 shares, and then it just did this wick on me, so I stopped out. And then it popped back up. I should have went here, but instead I went in here, added to it, and then it looked like it was going to drop below VWAP, so then I got all out, and I lost a lot of money here. Retrospect, I should have probably been more patient and just wait, because at around this level, I would see that, okay, so it's been holding this level for a long time. I'll go in maybe a small size here. When it pops up, add to it, and then probably got out here. Not a good stock. This is very hard to trade. It's holding levels, popping up and down. Yeah, that was not good. BIDU didn't really do anything. Made some money, lost some money. Kind of chopped around here. So overall, scalped a couple bucks. And then Baba, made money on Baba. I went short here, covered. And then I just got chopped around here. Added, thinking it would do a reversal, it did not. So I got stopped out here. It did drop, but I was doing some other stock. If I saw this double bottom, this is what I usually do, is then I take it right around here when it holds this level for the pop. Instead, I waited for the pullback. I was very proud of myself for being patient. So I added. It popped, got out some, looked like it was holding this level because I was afraid this would collapse. It did not collapse, so I added. On the way up, I scaled out, added, got out, and then on the way down, it dropped again, formed a double bottom, and I basically scaled in on the way down on this pullback. Final piece to add here, and then when it popped up, because this used to be a previous level of consolidation, so got out a partial there, and then I set, I think, the remainder up here. 183. I was gonna go for 183.5. It did eventually blew past that, but that was, yeah, I didn't want to hold it and wait. So that was Baba. Yep, that was pretty much it. It's Veterans Day. It's kind of hard for me to trade on Veterans Day. Not used to trading on holidays or near holidays, so coming out with a win is, to me, it's a good accomplishment. I don't want to overtrade. I think I'm starting to overtrade right now for today. So I'm gonna call it a day. Walk away.